Yesterday, December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy, the United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan.
More than 2,400 Americans were killed unexpectedly. 21 ships had either been sunk or damaged. The attack on Pearl Harbor was a result of World War II. Japan became an ally to the Axis powers in 1940. Japan needed military control in the Pacific and attacked U.S. territorial bases. The U.S. government ordered the internment of Japanese Americans in 1942. People were given a few days to pack, some one day, and lucky people got 1 week to prepare, only being allowed to bring what they can carry in their hands. Thousands were forced into war relocation centers. The U.S. government had realized they had no clue who they could trust, and they could have risked a chance by letting the Japanese stay free, not knowing if they were in with the enemy. In the relocation camps, people with a high degree meant nothing at all. All they could do was work in the sugar beet fields and show as much loyalty to the U.S. soldiers as possible. The living conditions in the camp were frightful. Many of the Japanese families slept in barns with other families, some in barracks and stalls. They even had to make their own beds to sleep on. In the camps, the food was very small and dull. People would sometimes suffer from food poisoning. Many Japanese passed away simply because of the lack of health care as well as stress. And in order for the children to attend school, the Japanese adults would have to build them and other buildings. In September 1945, Japan surrenders to the U.S. If Japan hadn't surrendered, thousands of GIs could have been killed, and a full-scale invasion of Japan would have occurred. Japan accepts the Allies' terms, and a ceremony took place on board the battleship USS Missouri in Tokyo Bay. Finally, World War II was over, which meant the Japanese were free to leave the relocation centers, having to start new life from square one. After World War II, Japan and the United States became close allies as well as trade partners. Today, the U.S. stands tall, free, and brave, still helping Japan when in need.